Welcome to Ask a Member, a program of the Adrian Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm Ann Hughes, and it's my pleasure today to welcome Nick Liscomb.
Well,
welcome, Nick.
Well, thank you, Ann. My pleasure.
Nick, you have three businesses we're going to touch on today. We're going to talk more about the dry cleaning business, but in addition, you have a newspaper distributing business, Liscomb Distributing,
Yes.
and the Brentwood Motel out on East US 223. You want to tell us a little bit about those two first?
Well, the newspaper business, we handle all the out-of-town papers that come through Lenawee County. Pretty much they come through our office. Our main papers are the Detroit Free Press and News. We do some Ann Arbor News, New York Times, and various other smaller ones, but we deliver both the stores and the machines that you purchase papers out of, as well as home delivery. So, and we've been doing that since 1986 here, so
Okay.
very well rounded.
Okay. I didn't think about, when I thought about you distributing newspapers in town, I didn't think about the newspaper boxes.
Yeah.
I don't know who I thought did them, but
Well, nobody thinks that's one of those things that nobody thinks there's even a job out there that just magically appears on your doorstep. But any paper that comes through, it goes through our offices, and we hire independent contractors to make the deliveries for the stores and the home delivery.
now do you do that countywide?
We have the eastern part of Lenawee County, so we do Adrian, Tecumseh, Blissfield. Those are our main areas there.
Okay. And how many independent contractors do you have?
Well, we have like 7 now delivery
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Which
very
is way
good.
down from historically when we were, with newspapers weren't having the struggles that they are right now. But
Okay. So if somebody wants to start taking the free press or the news, do they call you or do they call the newspaper?
either which way,
Either
they
or.
can call us 263-5683
There
if
you go.
anybody's
Good
wanting
job,
to
Nick.
do that. Yeah.
Good job.
But yeah, we can put them in touch, even if it's not our publication that we deal with. We'll hook
Okay.
you up with wherever you need to go.
Very good. Tell us about Brentwood Motel.
Well, the motel is kind of a strange thing. It's kind of a byproduct of being in a newspaper business. We were looking for a place to house our warehouse for the newspapers, and this property was available. It used to be the Sleepy Hollow. People from the county probably still call it that, a lot of people. And so there was a building on the front of that property that would have we had to renovate it, but for our offices and the warehouse, and the motel kind of went with the property. We were all set because it was a really bad disrepair. We were all set to level it and just start, with nothing and just go with the office there. But we were talked into by one of the residents that lived there that to give it a go. And so we decided, well, let's see. We don't know anything about the motel business, but we did know that if you have a clean, comfortable, quiet place, people will come, and that's what we've tried to get. We've been through the place twice now, making renovations from which was very, very bad till we made it reasonable. Now it's pretty nice as far as clean and updated. All the rooms have kitchenettes in it, and we do a lot of business with people, out-of-town contractors come in, road crews. Right now, a lot of oil well companies, crews are coming in, and we have somebody that's been there like 3 years from the oil wells doing the survey and that sort of thing. So, and it's all efficiency rooms. So it makes it to where they can kind of be their home away from home. So
That's good. How many rooms?
we have only 8 rooms, so it's a real small place. But with that is the quietness that people would like, and it's far enough away from town that you don't have a lot of traffic, and it's a pretty nice little setting.
Yeah, you're close enough to South Main Street and the mall and the restaurant district there.
Yeah,
but,
close enough to get there, but not so close that you have to deal with the traffic.
You're
so
not
much,
living in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and it's turned out to be a really nice little business, which we, God works in weird ways,
Yeah, he does.
touches lives, and we'd have never thought that we'd been doing that, but here we are, 2013, and we're still a motel, so.
Okay, so lots of changes.
Lots of changes.
One of the changes, most recently, of course, was in Adrian Dry Cleaners, which
Yep.
you own.
Yep.
It used to be in the Old Country Market Plaza on West Maumee Street. Where did you just move to?
Well, we just moved up the street, tried to make it as easy for people to find us as they can. It's about 1 mile due west of where we were at, up by the Country Market, and right next to Miller's Restaurant for the locals that people know where that is. It's a lot cleaner, brighter, nicer facility, and our employees really like it because it's more light and easier, more comfortable working conditions, and our customers seem to really enjoy the new location too. A lot more convenience, closer to the grocery store, so you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Picking up your laundry and and go into the store and that sort of thing. And we offer more commodities now as far as we have a drive-through service, which we never were able to offer now. So people are liking that. Especially on these cold days, you don't want to get out of your car,
Right,
or you got
or
kids
raining.
buckled in and that sort of stuff. You just pull up and we'll come out to you.
Okay, so the chamber did a ribbon cutting at your new location a few weeks ago, and it is so much different than your other location. It's bright and airy and lots of space. Tell us about some of the services you offer there, Nick.
Well, of course we do dry cleaning, but in this day of casual wear and wash and wear type of stuff, we do all kinds of other things. We do leathers and boots and professional shirt service, all your laundered shirts. A lot of comforters and drapes and that sort of thing. We have free pickup and delivery for anybody in the area, so you don't even have to leave your house. We can come to your house and set up schedule. We do a lot of pickup and delivery for area businesses, so people, if they live out of town too far, they take their stuff to work and we'll pick it up there for them. What else?
Tell us about the jeans. You showed us jeans that day we did the ribbon cutting and talked about why they are so stiff and hard.
Yeah, well, we have a segment of our customer base that really enjoy the hard-pressed jeans. Like cowboys, people that do rodeos, truck drivers, and people that work outside and stuff. We put an extra heavy starch on the jeans, and we press it on a special press. It's called a hothead press, and it sits on the press stays closed for about 10 minutes on the jeans, and it just hardens them to where it feels like cardboard. And honestly, you touch them, you think nobody could ever wear these things, but if we don't get them hard enough, our customers don't like it. They want them as crispy hard as they can. And the reason is they can get more than one wearing out of them, for one thing, because the crease for sure stays right with you.
Right.
But if you get mud on them and that sort of stuff, it just flips
Falls
right
right
off.
off.
And so it makes it very good for them, so they can get 3-4 wearings out of that. And it makes them look good too.
Yeah.
And they're surprisingly more comfortable than wearing them.
They felt kind of hard that day when we were looking
once you
at
get
them.
them on, it's like any kind
Move
of
around a
jeans,
little.
they're all good.
There's such a tendency towards casual dress, Everybody doesn't go to work wearing a suit and tie anymore and long sleeve dress shirt. How has that affected your business?
Well, for the industry as a whole, it's put a damper on the business. But even with that, of course, for the casual Fridays, it turned to casual Mondays and Wednesdays and everything like that. But even if you're casually dressed, you still want to look good. So we still amazingly get a lot of stuff that isn't dry clean only, just regular laundered things that, but with the way you can put a crease on them and press them and make them look good. Probably 70% of our business is non-dry cleanable stuff. It's just stuff that they could do at home, but for the convenience of us doing it for them, the busy people, and just the little extra that we can make it look that much nicer than you can do at home, it makes it worth it for a lot of people.
I think the pressing, like you said, makes a difference. Even though you can wash it at home, you can't press it the same way as your staff and equipment can, and it stays.
Yeah,
it's not just one day and you have to press it again if you're going to try to wear it more than once.
It stays with it, and people, like I said, they want to look good, and if you can have the convenience for that and make them look good, and wherever they're wearing, because first impressions and that sort of thing are important, and a lot of business people, you don't want to go out there looking all frumpy and stuff.
Sure.
And dress for success is what they say.
Yeah.
Even if it's casual, you still have to
look nice. Yeah. Do you do much with kids' clothes?
We do some, not nearly as much as the adult clothes, but we offer all the services for everything. A lot of coats and that sort of thing, but the regular clothes, we don't see too much of that as far as ironing and pressing.
One thing I've always been impressed with, Nick, is that the way you support the community with different projects. The coats in the winter that WLEN and some others collect, and then you clean them, and they're distributed through associated charities. And I know you do other things as well.
Yeah, it's really important to us to be a part of the community and to give back as far as we're in the community. And so I just don't understand how businesses don't want to participate if they look around and see a need and something that you can do. Of course, with the coats cleaning, that's something that we do. Why wouldn't you do that to help out? And you get some publicity for it, but you know, when the radio station comes in and the people from Associated Charities come in and tell us that the lines to get these coats that we provided for them are around the block, and there's 400 people standing outside in the cold or the rainy stuff to get these coats, it touches your heart to see that sort of thing. And it's not just the coats that we do. We have a lend-a-gown program that we're looking for a place to house that right now.
Okay,
With the move, we don't have as much room.
That's a neat thing. Tell us briefly, we're almost done, but tell us briefly about the lend-a-gown program.
Well, what that is people, mostly our clientele, donate their gowns. You know, if you have daughters, you know, you buy them a gown for every occasion and they wear it one time, it goes in the closet. Well, we came up with a program that they could donate it to us. We'll clean it, make any minor repairs, and put it on display for people to come in and rent it, per se. So for $15, a person could come in and pick out a gown, which we have hundreds of beautiful gowns to choose from, and then they bring it back. They get 2 or 3 weeks to use that gown and bring it back, and we re-clean it and have it for the next person. For every gown, we sew in a little tag saying who donated it, so people can kind of get a little glory for that. But and the people that are wearing the gown can kind of see, you know, who was the person that donated it, type of thing. So,
and I've heard a number of young women talk over the last couple of years that, you know, right around prom time or sub-deb, that's what they were doing. They were going down and renting a gown.
Yeah, it's picking up a lot of popularity right now.
It
takes a little while to get building up, and it's just starting to build it right now. And since we've moved, we haven't been able to have the gown room open, but we're still planning on doing it at some point.
Okay.
But it seems like now that it's not available, you hear more and more people that are wanting to have it available. So.
Yeah, and you're going to have proms coming up in a few months again.
Yeah, well, sub-dub and that kind of stuff has just gone on, and proms coming, and so there's seems like there's always occasions, you know, spring weddings, fall weddings,
well,
that sort of stuff. So.
Nick, you're doing well in business, Brentwood Motel, Liscomb Distributing, all the newspapers, and Adrian Dry Cleaners that, of course, just moved and is close to Miller's Restaurant now. Encourage people to stop in. What's your phone number if they have a question?
263-2950.
Okay, 263-2590.
2950.
2950, okay. Thanks, Nick, very much.
Thanks,
Take
Ann.
care.
Appreciate it.